I'm Alan Dolan. I'm an associate professor here at the University of Warwick, and I'm director of the MA in Social Work programme, and we're in the CLL, which is great to come back to the department where really it started for me. So I left school at 16. I had a few O-levels, as they were called then, and I did have a sixth form place, but in those days, back in the late 70s, very few people stayed on, and none of my mates were staying on, and my identical twin brother wasn't staying on, so I wasn't really looking forward to the prospect. So a friend decided, he says, why don't you come and work with us? I've just got a new job. Come and work for the summer, and then you can have a few quid, and then you can go back. I got the summer job, and 12 years later, I left. And it wasn't the job wasn't very good. The thought of going back, no friends, there was no one I'd had a cousin who apparently went to university, although we're never really sure whether he graduated or not. No one in my family was suggesting anything different. They weren't saying career prospects or widening your knowledge base or think about what you'll learn and all the people you'll meet. It simply wasn't part of my family's experiences. At 28, I'm married with a daughter at the time. I was looking for change. Chanced upon an advert for a new programme at the University of Warwick, 2+2. I didn't think I'd ever get to uni. I didn't have traditional means, as you said earlier, about not having A-levels. I went from having no idea about what sociology and social policy was to actually having like a light bulb moment. Suddenly the world was a different place. 2 years in Tile Hill, really good grounding, allowed you to explore. But you are ready for Warwick by then, aren't you? You're ready to hit. And the range of subjects and subject specialists and all that. And you're suddenly being taught by people you were reading, whose research you'd been reading, which was, oh, wow. When you get to the other side, you realise that it's not the undoable thing that you sometimes think it is. It's a case of just keeping on. It's more like just keep going, and you'll get there. I graduate, and then I find out that I've been successful with my application to the ESRC. I was able to do a little bit of teaching experience along the way, a little bit of seminar, a little bit of lecturing, still completing my PhD. I managed to get a research fellow job in Warwick, and then I managed to get a research fellow job in the business school. And then I managed to get an associate professor, although we weren't called that then, we were called lecturers, in the new medical school. The medical school opened in 2000. Last year, came back to full circle, became director of the MA in Social Work programme at CLL. I'll always be grateful to Warwick for giving me that opportunity back in the early 90s. Thank you very much.